Just look at this for a moment. This is going to be halloumi. Yeah? Hello everybody, it's Barry here. Hope you are well wherever you are in the world. Welcome to our kitchen. Today we're trying out this, a vegan cheese making kit. One of many available that you guys have been saying that I try. As you know, I am not a vegan. With Phoebe being vegetarian, we try and have a bit of a vegan thing going on, and I enjoy it. And apparently with these vegan homemade cheese making kit things, you basically make them with nuts. So let's roll back to last night and tell you what I was doing with my nuts. Hello and welcome to Night Before Camp, where we have some bowls of water and some nuts. These are some walnuts. In they go. And these are some cashews. Bless you. Cashews, walnuts in there to soak. They're going to have more than 8 hours to hopefully soften them up. Look how murky that is. It's only been in there for like a minute. Needs 8 hours minimum apparently. We're going to give it over that. Same with these. Oh yeah. So we will see you in the morning. Yes, and these are those very nuts. I know, I'm a bit starstruck. It's been over 12 hours. That water is still murky. We give them a rinse, make sure they're dry, so just put them through a sieve. So we've got some cashews and the walnuts, which finally, they did go a little bit rusty, the water. It wasn't really doing much at first. But apparently it's not just these nuts. Walnuts, cashews, you could use almonds, peanuts, anything you want to make these vegan cheese versions. I don't know if they're gonna be perfect, but I've had vegan cheese before, and I actually prefer it. Let's see what we've got in this kit. We have got some yeast flakes, okay? I've used this before when I did the seitan. Citric acid. Whenever we've used citric stuff in the past when we're making cheese, that helps to sort of separate the curds and the whey and all that stuff. Thermometer, very nice. Some tapioca starch, so sort of tapioca floury kind of stuff, okay? A cloth. Everybody needs a cloth when you're making cheese. Big old bag of salt. It feels like this is like the heaviest thing. Like this cheese is like 99.9% salt. Some agar powder, which I think comes from algae. It's gonna be really good for helping us particularly make the mozzarella. That's everything we've got, and we're gonna do 3 cheeses. And we're gonna compare them to their actual originals. So we're gonna do some mozzarella with a mozzarella ball comparison. The taste might not be the same, but the texture, hopefully. We're gonna do some halloumi and pan fry it and then compare that. Ooh. That could probably just be all the salt, couldn't it? And then we're gonna do cream cheese with the cloth overnight and check it in the morning to see what that's like compared to other cream cheese, which I don't generally like that much, on a bagel. Okay, all this stuff here is what we need to make homemade halloumi. That is it. It's all basically gonna get whizzed together. This seems pretty easy. So the water, the olive oil, the tapioca flour, the agar, and our non-iodine salt. That, right, believe it or not, once we whiz this up, is the base for our halloumi. That is it. So let's jolly well do it. As you can see, it looks a lot like halloumi now. We now heat it, okay? My vegetarian friend has entered the room. Look, this, right?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of like how they made the cheese sauce at the cafe. Look, that is gonna be halloumi cheese.
It does smell a bit like nuts.
It does smell a lot like nuts. So we're gonna put this down on the hob onto a low heat. Now the other cheeses all sort of follow a fairly similar theory to what we're doing here. The blender, the whizzing up, the heating. It's just some have different setting times, different ingredients and stuff like that. So we'll get our thermometer. Oh wow, I've only sort of started to stir this a little bit and you can see it's starting to clump up a little bit. So I'm gonna put the camera down because I really wanna make sure I'm stirring it and not knocking this thermometer everywhere. But we're gonna get it up to 6, yes. Yes, friends, look. That's doing something. Oh, look, there we go. It's past the 60. So we take it off the heat. I've just turned the hob off. There we go. So we stir this apparently still over the heat for a couple of minutes. And that still, to me, does not look like halloumi at all. But we'll keep going. Oh, nice little tray. We're going to pour it in. I'm finding this really interesting so far. And I don't know what's happened, but it really does smell of cheese all of a sudden. So it's fairly thin. I mean, halloumi tends to come in a block, so it goes as big as you want it. Although I did see in the supermarket, they had halloumi slices for burgers. Like, you just peel them off in the vegan aisle. It's pretty cool. I have no idea what this is gonna taste like, but it's gone from smelling like a really bland batter with a real nutty vibe to actually really cheesy. And the reason I've done this first is it goes in the fridge for 90 minutes to firm before we can pan fry it and cut it up like halloumi. So we'll move on to mozzarella now. Okay, so whilst that's chilling, we have the option of soft mozzarella. And if you look at that photo, it really put me off, and the ingredients were way more minimal. It looks more like halloumi shoved on a pizza, which of course is okay. It just didn't for me like do it. But with a firm mozzarella, this one, like a caprese style, I want to taste the ingredients. I don't want to shove it on a pizza. I just want to see what the taste is like. And it seemed like there's a lot more ingredients, a bit more to it, and ultimately it's going to be about that texture, trying to nail it versus standard mozzarella. So let's get going. Blender ahoy. Fairly similar ingredients for the mozzarella, but rather than the water, we are using cashew milk and basically soaking those cashews. We were halfway there to making our own cashew milk anyway. But let's give it a try. Tastes like a cave. It's just got a slightly mouth-drying aftertaste, but yeah, I'll drink that. In fact, I just did. So in go the soaked cashews. And then its best friend, the cashew milk. It's like, all right, mate, how's it going? I'll see you for a while. The salt, the tapioca flour, the tangy citric acid. Boom. And the agar. Again, I know we're finding this crazy. This is going to be mozzarella. So you can see how loose that is. Whizzy, 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 just like before. It's all smooth. And you guessed it, now we heat this again to 60 degrees. Oh yeah, that is thickening up already. The only other thing we've got to do, this is a bowl of ice water now, because we're going to shape it. And as soon as we've shaped it into the mozzarella ball shapes, it plunges straight in here, I guess, to kind of hold it. Yes, we just stir it for a couple of minutes, and you can see, look, it's got a little bit more, it's like stringiness to it. So there is a sort of mozzarella vibe there. Yeah, see, that's quite, ow! Ooh! Ow, hang on. Okay, it's been a few more minutes. I'm gonna try and scoop some up, and I'm gonna use my hand to kind of try and shape it, because if they're wet, like this, I've got another bowl here. If they're wet, I can slightly round it without it sticking to me. Okay, it's not that round, but then I'll plunge it into that ice water. Oh, it's huge on the camera. But that is making it hold its shape almost instantly. I mean, it looks a little bit more like cauliflower, but I'm happy with this. This is working. I got 5 big old lumps of mozzarella, which has got to sit in that, oh my gosh, does it get some on my arm? Sit in that water for about 20 minutes. And that's it. We can keep it cold then or eat it straight away. I'll wait for the girls to come back so we can do a comparison. The texture was awesome. One of my taste testers has arrived. How much did you pay for that? How much was that?
£1.
£1. Got one of them for the tumble dryer, mate. So our third and final cheese is going to be cream cheese. We have to leave that overnight, so we'll do a taste test of that in the morning. Mascarpone is very similar, apparently, with this. The only addition is the only ingredient that I didn't use yet in the kit, which is these yeast flakes. My second favourite flake after corn flakes. No, actually not. Wow. Yeah, that is yeast. That's basically dried Marmite. That is potent. We only need a couple of flakes of that. So we've got walnuts this time, a little bit different. You could use cashews again, bless you, but we didn't want to do that. Just mix the nuts up in there. Let's go crazy. Citric acid and the salt, and other than a bit of water, that for the cream cheese is it. So yeah, just like before, whizzy, whizzy, whizzy one more time. It's kind of like what's happening, but there's no over the hob with the pan. We're gonna have to shake this a bit. They are more, they are the more butch nut. It looks completely lump free, and we're back to that batter. But this is gonna get drained with a cheesecloth. We are after a smooth, creamy consistency, and to be fair, that does look a lot like it. Just going to lay the table for you, madam. So the chopping board here, just to stop any seepage from the cheesecloth that's going on here. As we place the contents down, we've got to hang it overnight, right? So I've just come up with this idea. I've got 2 bamboo skewers. I think one would do it. I just tape them together to give it a bit of strength. And they've got square edges. They're not rounded, so they potentially will not... Oh my gosh, that's a good start. They shouldn't like roll off the bowl, but I don't know if there's enough height there. But all being well, I'm getting all this out as much as I can. This is going to be on a bagel in the morning. as cream cheese. So if we just lift it all up, gather it together, okay, you can see now the cheesecloth really doing its job. Look, there's a bit of moisture there anyway. It really does feel quite dry though. I don't think there's much there. Yes, there is. Oh my gosh, there is a little bit in there. Well, we have moisture. Okay. Look. I mean, I'm pretty much bodged. I need to tidy that up, but you get the theory. I just want to show you that. We're going to leave this hanging overnight, but there has been some drippage. We'll see this in the morning. So we're going to pan fry a couple of pieces of standard halloumi. Nice little texture, super firm. It's been in the fridge, but then so has this. It is. Oh wow, that's softer. Oh yeah. So what I thought I'd do is, you know, we've already put olive oil in it. I was like, oh, should I put that on there when I'm frying? But the other one's got mint. So let's just put some mint on there. I'm going to do both sides. Oh my gosh, it's sticking. No! You can't get anywhere more authentic than that. And just in case it carries on sticking, I've got some baking parchment here. So let's just slice it. Oh, super soft. Oh my gosh. And there is our like vegan halloumi pieces. Yeah, you can go down on there. So we're now ready to pan fry both this and the standard halloumi and see what the girls think. Not going to go too crazy. Probably just 2 pieces actually. That is so firm. And this isn't. But we don't care. We just want it to work. Well, that's a surprise. This one is going straight away, whereas this is not really making any noise. It's sort of doing like these little bubbles. I think stuff is happening. I can tell that isn't doing anything, so I'm just going to get this halloumi out. It's done both sides, and I can focus on this. Oh, it does feel a bit firmer. Ooh, colour. Nice. Okay. Look, vegan halloumi.
Oh, actually looks like it.
They do look fairly similar. I think the charring just really helps it. As it warmed up, it really did soften again. But I think as it stands now and cools, the middle bit will firm up. It almost went sort of like gooey again. And the same with the halloumi, when you cook it, it does soften up. Even now putting it down, that has gone much firmer, but you've driven that flavour, that char, onto the surface. So let's see what the girls think. Right, vegan halloumi, standard halloumi. Try the standard halloumi. You might like it. Mmm, squeaky, salty. You like it?
You can taste the salt.
You can taste the salt.
It's better than the normal halloumi.
That's the real halloumi, mate. What do you think, Phoebes?
I thought you made it!
Yummy.
Now, vegan halloumi. Let's just take from this row here. So see if we get the taste, the texture, the squeak, anything, okay?
Tastes of mashed potato.
It does.
It is nice.
It is nice,
Oh, I don't
but the texture isn't right.
It don't really taste like halloumi.
Tastes of mashed potato.
I think that needs to be cool because it's still slightly, only just slightly warm from the pan. I think I need to chill it again to match the texture of that. The flavour is fantastic with the smokiness in it as well. It's nowhere near as salty, which isn't necessarily that bad, but you could just ram loads more salt in.
I'm on my second one.
All right, mate, just scoff away. I know what we'll do. We'll chill the rest, and then in the morning when we do the cream cheese taste test, we'll just see if that compares as well. I am going to chill it again, because if you look at that, that is proper wet in there, and when we chilled it, it was firm. Yeah, it really wants to be more, like Chloe said, mashed potato. Okay, I think the stage is set there. I've just done a little bit off camera. We'll get Mrs. B in just a minute, but I wanted to show you, this is the mozzarella, like this, coming straight out of the water. And if you think about it, when you buy a mozzarella ball, it is still in a little bit of fluid. I think that does kind of help it. I've done mozzarella before on the channel, homemade. That was really fun. And you do kind of get the texture. For this though, the moment it starts to go dry, it does go a little bit more crumbly. So I would keep it in some sort of fluid, just like the mozzarella's packed anyway. I have no idea what this is going to taste like, but it smells all right. Oh, a little bit of balsamic vinegar on your caprese. So this is standard mozzarella first of all. Love it. So let's try this, okay? Oh, it's slimy, isn't it?
That's got more flavour than that.
It really does have the flavour. Yeah.
It's like a cheesy, nutty flavour.
It is cheesy, isn't it? Like it's
cheesy.
It tastes more like cheese than that.
Yeah, that's weird.
But there's a slimy, almost brittle. You don't get that delicate smoothness of standard
I
mozzarella.
prefer that though.
Do you?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't. So let's pretend we're at a posh restaurant, okay?
Okay.
We're going to try the standard caprese. So just a little bit of a cracker, mozzarella, basil, tomato, balsamic. The crunch of the cracker. The delicate soft crispness of the tomato. That was crispness, not Christmas. The cloud of mozzarella. The blanket of basil. And the tang of balsamic. But can we veganise it?
I like that.
That actually works.
That's really nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
On its own, it is a completely different thing. But it's that kind of thing, if you're going to eat it straight, then, yeah, you might struggle. But combined, you get it?
I like
You
it.
like it? Wow. So that's not it, folks. The video is done for today. Join us tomorrow as a bonus scene in the video as we find out what will happen in the cream cheese adventures when we have a bagel in the morning, and we'll see what that halloumi is like overnight chilled if we get a squeak on it. Really want to see that squeak, don't we? So thank you so much for watching, folks. If you have enjoyed this video, if you've seen any of the cool other kits you want me to try out, do let me know down below, and I will see you very soon. Ciao for now.
Check your level, player. No matter what your style, the kitchen's for me. Simon's moustache, goatee, maybe all three.
Morning. It is Sunday. This has had an overnight hang. Good morning, darling.
Good morning.
It's Sunday. This is our cream cheese. Look how dry that is. It's like clay.
Oh, that looks disgusting.
I know it looks disgusting, but I hope actually it might pleasantly surprise us. Now, Mrs. B, do you like cream cheese?
Yes.
You do? Oh,
I do.
look, that's quite spreadable, to be fair.
Oh, it doesn't smell too bad,
No,
actually.
it looks like pate. Interesting.
Yummy.
It's all right. I mean, it's okay.
Okay.
I can eat it. Yeah.
I'm interested to know what this is going to be like.
Remember, this was made with walnuts and it had some yeast flakes in it, so we might get something.
It's weird.
It almost tastes more like...
I can't taste anything.
No, it to me tastes like a semi-mild pate.
Like nutty.
Mmm.
It does the job. You've got that texture.
I think that's it. I think we didn't need to think it's like a completely different thing. It certainly is not replacing cream cheese as a like-for-like taste, but as a texture, maybe it's a teeny bit too dry. A little bit of moisture in there, and dangling it for 16 hours was completely unnecessary, but it kind of works. I can't taste the yeast in it. Well, I thought it was okay.
Me too.
Now, there was one thing overnight. We decided to also leave the halloumi in the fridge, which you didn't try yesterday, did you?
No, I didn't.
And I was kind of hoping for a bit more squeak, a bit more firmness, because the centre was, I think Chloe or Phoebe said this, it was like mashed potato. They absolutely nailed it. It was. Now, it is firmer. We've still got that charred edge. Very nice.
It is mashed potato.
It is mashed
It's like
potato.
smash.
It is. But it's flavourful.
It's very nice.
The charring, it's like toasted mashed potato. So this, I don't know if how I can conclude. I mean, a lot of you guys wanted me to do this kit. There are other ones, as I said earlier, if you want to see me try them out. I don't know. I mean, as a like-for-like taste, it hasn't really been bang on. It's been fun.
They don't taste the same. They taste. I think they all taste very different,
Yeah.
but in a good way.
Yeah, I think it's something that none of them really taste horrendously bad, and as an alternative replacement, you could definitely do it. I mean, the halloumi is very hard to replace, but I think there are some actual store-bought product, ready-made vegan halloumi products anyway, so I'd probably go down that route. But play around with it, get something like this and see what you think, and I just don't think I'll be eating any of this anytime soon. It is basically a mashed potato credit card. See ya!